Yo, what's up, y'all? And so I got DOA2 Ultimate, well, actually DOA Online to work on PC. Game's pretty good. I got sick though, unfortunately, so I wasn't able to be on yesterday, but we back. I mean, I'm still feeling whatever, but I feel better. But yeah, DOA2 Online feels really good. I think we could probably well, people are already running tournaments on it, like 16-man tournaments, like capping them, which I think is smart. You want to do that to build demand. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I wasn't able to. If you knew that I was on like the Mike Hollow podcast, I wasn't able to get my thoughts across because the connection wasn't that good from where I was at. So it just kept cutting out. But I'm gonna talk about it today. I mean, I already made a big post about it on Twitter, so I'll just reread what I wrote. You'll just hear me. But let's see, Sparking Zero, right? Now, the Cool Ranger update, I mean the Cool Ranger video on the update, I'm gonna have that playing in the background, but y'all can just watch what goes on and what he highlights. But they have been making massive improvements to the game since the game release. And I remember how hype everybody was for the game and how much they was hyping the game up, ready to throw hands in it. So I'm like, yeah, it can be competitive to where it's like they're deciding, well, you know what? I decide that this game is not competitive just because I say so. Even though and the whole argument they keep trying to throw is like, oh, Dragon Ball Fighters is more like I don't care about Dragon Ball Fighters versus Sparking Zero. Both games can coexist. I know the dude said what he said to rage bait everybody in terms of Dragon Ball Fighters is more in depth, but at the same time, you could argue it is in different areas. Like, okay, if you are not valuing stuff like super long combos or every character having a very drastically different type of move set, like for example, everybody's normals are different, even though they have the same type purpose for different things. Like everyone's got a low, everyone's got a 2M low, or everyone's got auto combo, all that, And then in this game, everybody has, different. Like they might have the double hitting kick, or the multiple hitting kick move, or that's overhead, or they might have um everyone has a sweep. Not everybody has a gut punch, but some people do. But it's a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? And then they all have different types of special moves, but their special moves are still within the realm. This is a beam, or this is a attack move, or whatever. But it's the same thing, but in a different light. Like in Dragon Ball Fighters, everybody got level threes, everybody got level ones, everybody gets Oki off level threes. Everybody's doing the same grabs. Everybody has a super dash, everybody can air dash, and so on. And it's just like in this, and people are discrediting because it's like, oh, well, there's no touch of death combo I can do, or I can't. I have to deal with defensive options after I hit somebody, and it's like you can't really use those. If anything, having more interactions to actually win, in my opinion, makes the game will make the game better because like What do you get on a fighting game to just get hit once and it's over? Is that why? Like, you want a one player fight game? If you want a one player fight game, there's nothing wrong with that. But you can't be like, well, this is my preference, and if it doesn't match my preference, then the game is not skillful or whatever, right? Not competitive. You can't do that. First off, even rock paper scissors is competitive. There are people who are smacking each other in the face and it's competitive. Like, if anybody is willing to put anything on the line, whether it's pride or money or whatever, it's competitive. Like, just, you can't pick and choose, because now at this point we got people being elitist gatekeepers, because you're like, well, if it's not like this game or this, or I don't like the super counter mechanic, how you can keep going on and on and on theoretically, and and it's just like, okay, we'll keep going on and on when you're playing in tournament, when the lights are on you and there's money on the line. I'm just saying, at the highest level, what that would be. You know what I'm saying? Like, nerves and all that shit also affect your execution and whatever. And then, just, I don't know, man. Then using DP mode to discredit the game. Well, they purposely made the DP mode like that so it mirrors how the show is, or the series is. And then you have single battle, which they have purposely also made to where it's more like fair, where characters' power level disparities aren't as much of a factor when playing, but it's still, like, I think there a little bit. But destruction point mode, like, it's still just like, that's the basis of that. Like, you're not about to pick Roshi and body Vegito at the highest level if they're both playing. You know what I'm saying? So I've spoken on this before, but like, I understand where a lot of this is stemming from. People saying that Dragon Ball Fighters is more in depth. I mean, it depends on what you value as more in depth. If you take out, all right, everybody's got to learn the BMBs, right? And they're just, you pressing one button and get a combo, and you get Oki and Super and all that stuff. And then it's all about getting the hit and forcing neutral and defensive options and stuff. Honestly, I feel like Sparking Zero has better defensive options than Fighters. Fighters' defensive options, you got Reflect. Some characters have Dragon Punches. Everybody has Vanish. Everybody has Guard Tag Cancel. Everybody has Sparking on block. Those are your defensive options. And they all require some type of resource, or they don't require a resource. Just like in this game, right? If you, so the Reflect, you can bait that out and punish it. Even though in this game, well, you can bait out the revenge counter and punish it. You can't bait out the super counter. All you can do is hit them in the timing that is bypassing their super counter timing. And you got the Sonic Sway as well for when someone's about to hit you. You also got the Perception. And you can bait out Perception and punish it. Like, everything is a different way to deal with. I mean, all the defensive options and offensive options is just a different way to deal with everything. So it's not like one option fits everything. And then on the offensive side, you got overheads, you got lows. You can't just stand block the whole time. Like, you can't stand block to block an overhead in this game. You have to manually also block the overhead in this game. And then going to someone's back is the same way as setting up like cross-ups in 2D fighting games and stuff. Or walk by. I mean, really, this is just a 3D fighting game, but you got the whole screen. And they have the cameras panned differently. But you are going all around your character. I mean, they say an arena fight or whatever. It's still a fighting game, man. But everything in this game has like different counterplay now. Like, the Cool Ranger is going over stuff like, all right, look, now you can revenge counter versus Key Blast. And you couldn't do that before. The game is about, all right, you want to use revenge counters. And also, revenge counters seem like they are a lot more plus on hit, or more or even on hit or something like that, to where you don't get punished. Because I keep seeing people on Twitter literally saying, Oh, well, last time I played the game. When was the last time you played the game then? Why don't you say that too? Last time I played the game, you made the revenge counter needs to do this. Or it's like, dude, they sound like fucking people or like a health inspector, right? Going to a restaurant and you're like, damn, this place got roaches and shit. Or it's all fucked up, right? Like they got to clean up and everything. And then you go back and then they get an A+ review. But people will still be talking about, yeah, remember when they, they had a bad review? They're clinging on to the bad review. Like everybody that is aligned with just shitting on Sparking Zero and people I know that I'm cool with, this is just as dumb as people coming up to me and be like, oh, 13-0. Well, what about 13-0 after I won a tournament, after I've placed in different tournaments and different games, and there's been many years? It's like you decide to continue just circling on this one time and period in time to shit on the game and not let the game grow. Be like, well, no. Well, I don't think it should be like that. We shouldn't say it's competitive. It's just that, like, just what's the point? What's the point? Do you like any game? What games are you playing? The games you still don't dislike? It doesn't make sense. Like, okay, people talk shit about Tekken, right? Here's how I kind of changed my opinion on Tekken 8. I realized that the same people complain about Tekken 8 will complain about Dead or Alive 3.1, which is my favorite DOA game and my favorite fighting game of all time, because they will complain about the plus on block moves that they will feel oppressed by, but there's all the counterplay in the world to deal with it. In Tekken, if someone does a heat move on block and then they want to follow up, they have to do a homing move. If they don't, you sidestep it and you get to their back and they get cooked. Or you do a power crush and you cook all that. Like, it's different things you could do. You got rage, you can do your rage art. And you got a character with a parry, you can parry him. And DOA3, if you block a move that's plus on block, you can do a sidestep move, or you can do a hold, or you can try to like use a crush system. Now, the crush system in DOA isn't like, all right, well, this move is designated to beat this move. It was just like, no, because of the hitbox of the move ducking or doing this, it beats it in a certain frame. It wasn't like, oh, it's just designated like that. But it's in depth. But that's an option too. But people will complain like, no, I need so it would basically be. It's funny. I would be reliving the past where DOA3 came out. It had all this godlike frame advantage and shit, good combos and stuff to elevate the mind games, the wall game, and all that stuff, just for it to be taken away again. And now you're just playing for the stun. Like that's what DOA4 was. There were some moves that are plus on block, but they were just like guard breaks. There wasn't too many. Oh, you block like a stagger poke or something, like a jab, and they're plus. But back to Sparking Zero, like another thing, people are, oh well, it's not Tenkaichi 3. It's not Tenkaichi 3. It doesn't deserve. Like, dude, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, yeah, the game had really good ideas. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about Tenkaichi 3. I'm trying to find his other patch thing. This was months ago, but yeah, so I know Tenkaichi 3 had good ideas, and I know if implemented fully into Sparking, it will make the game better. But it's not to say that the game already right now isn't in a good place. Like they just showed y'all in the last video that they addressed damn near 60 to 70% of what they needed to address. So it's like, let up, man. Why not try to revisit the game? Like, all right, let's host a tournament. Let's see how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just constantly shitting on the game. Because I don't see where it's going to hurt to revisit the game. But yeah, to complain about, oh well, you can get hit and escape. Killer Instinct, Dead or Alive, Guilty Gear, and Mortal Kombat all do that shit. Like, you can't continue to bring up past issues. It's weird. It's very hypocritical because, like, all right, I really criticized Mortal Kombat X, right? But my criticism comes from the early portion of the game, not the final version of the game. I was like Alien, all that stuff, because when I played the game, competitively, it was on all the broken versions of the game. It wasn't the final version of the game was never had a competitive circuit. So I can't. I'm also like tainted and biased. Like, well, how are we going to judge the game based on the game that I didn't even travel for? Like, I had to lose in these versions of the game just to hear about people talk about, oh yeah, I love the game, how it is in the final version. So like, but I will still acknowledge that MKXL is much better and stuff, right? And I enter tournaments in it online at least. But now we have Sparking Zero, which is literally the same thing. The game was fucked up for a lot of people in the beginning, right? And it's gotten a lot better. So they're still going to just zero in on that one moment, and it's just dumb. And I don't get how you, like, honestly, using a game to where you lose 2 interactions, the match is over, or 1 interaction, the match is over, versus a game where you got to win multiple interactions. We are in some bizarre world, because I thought more interactions and more playtime between 2 players was better than, oh, I got hit, it's over. And these same people, dude, it's so hypocritical, dude, because like, same people would probably play Marvel 2 and be like, let's do a low tier tournament, a low tier character only tournament, because they don't want to fight against the top tier. Why not? You don't want to get guard broke on incoming. You don't get hit by infinites. You don't want to lose in like 2 interactions because you got hit and the damage is high. Why not? What happened? So I don't know, man. Like, I think all these games, look, we can just appreciate all these games. Like, everybody likes their fucked up shit, but don't like talk down on the games and act like they shouldn't or couldn't be competitive. Because it's nothing stopping people from saying, all right, let's host a tournament and let's see what's up. I hope the game can pick back up though, like competitively, like people just start doing stuff. Like I think just ignore what people say and play the game, and do what you want with the game. Because people are going to say whatever they want to say, and then once shit is going well, then they probably going to jump on it too. Because it's another point I want to talk about. I wasn't saying I was even talking about this today, but dude, like, okay, Fatal Fury, right? Everybody, like the community, outside of not having a virtual arcade or having the 2-lane mode on every stages, there's nothing wrong with the game. Yeah, I'll be complaining about Salvatore because that character's hard to fight, but that's a well-designed character if you're annoyed by how the character is, and they're a challenge, honestly. I actually enjoy that shit as much as I complain as I'm fighting it. But once it has like a virtual arcade and they enable 2-lane mode for each stage, or at least 90% of the stages, then the game, you can't say anything about the game. It offers more than just like, you know, people can't say, oh, it's just another Street Fighter clone, because it's really not. It was actually made by the original makers of Street Fighter, but that's another conversation. But Fatal Fury, the reason, and first off, I want to say this too, the game is doing well online. I get matches very frequently in ranked and casual match queue, and the Steam charts don't do it justice, because a lot of people are playing on like console anyway, because it's just closer to what we're going to be playing in person, so people just play on that. But on PC, I don't think a lot of people bought it on PC. Regardless, why it's not popular in North America, and I can't really speak on Europe because I'm not over there, but North America, is because everybody that's playing games now, or a lot of them, are clout-based competitors. They want to play what everybody else is playing, or their favorite influencers talking about or playing, because they want to be mentioned or whatever, right? Or they just genuinely love their game. But I'm talking about the ones who are, I'm not talking about the ones who just genuinely love their game and play their game. I'm talking about the ones who be complaining about Street Fighter, complaining about Tekken, complaining about every game, saying, oh, this game has too much scrubby stuff, and this game has too much this and that, and then Fatal Fury is right here, perfect, and addresses everything that they say that they want, and also does things that are kind of irritating in other games better, to where it's a lot more manageable, but they'll still avoid playing it because their favorite person or whatever isn't playing the game or hyping up the game or talking about it or whatever. So it's like, I don't know. It's hypocritical to complain about those other games, but then not play Fatal Fury. And yo, what's up, Ron? Happy birthday, man! Everybody wish happy birthday to Ron G, please, because yeah, Ron is a homie's homie, and I hope you are enjoying your day, man. Oh, what's up, Fame? Hey, I watched your video earlier too, man. I agree with you. I saw that post, but dude, it's annoying to see people talk like complain. All right, look, I played against Ninja Killer, right? Can we agree Ninja Killer is like top 5 in the country? Like definitely the best law in the world. I think he's better than Malgu. I think he's better than Gosane. I'm sorry, but Ninja Killer is my dude. He yeah, that's the dude. So I played him like last week or a week or 2 weeks before, and he cooked me. I got only 2 rounds in like 20 games. I'm not even joking. And but like each round was kind of whatever, close sometimes, but he would just close it out. Like I haven't been playing Tekken Season 2 like that, at the point where my combos are just outdated as shit. I'm not doing max damage. I'm actually forgot what combos I was doing when I played Season 1, but I still remember like how to fight and stuff. So I just wanted to see how it felt, and it's good practice, because then I didn't get to play against Law, so I was able to take the matches and study them, so I know what you could do in the situations I was getting put in. So that's great, and also just clean up my damage and stuff where I can punish things. But and I haven't been able to like play Tekken extensively because I'm still right now. Fatal Fury's SK World Championships is really close, so it's next week. So after this week or next week, I will start playing more other games, but I don't want to basically lose my sharpness in Fatal Fury, so I'm going to like put that on the back burner as far as practicing. But my point is, I played against Ninja Killer, who would be the most smothering player you could play against, playing at the highest level, maximizing all the stuff. And Law is definitely one of those characters that, and I'm not saying saying anything to take away from Ninja Killer, because he's got like in all the Tekken games, Tekken Tag 2, Tekken 7, and I'm pretty sure he could do the execution. But I'm just saying that Law would be one of the characters that you would use as an example for who was Tekken 8ified, where they made all his stances from DSS transitions easier to do, and going into instant baseball slide move easier to do, and then his heat moves and all that stuff. So I'm playing against the best example I could get, what I'm saying, in terms of fighting basically highest level Tekken 8 design character. And the way I felt, I didn't feel like, man, this game is ass, or there is nothing I could do, and it's just all plus frames and the plus frame. Like, yeah, it is, but there are counterplay to all the stuff. If they're doing a homie move, more than likely you can duck it, because it's going to be a low or it's going to be a high. There are some mid ones, but the mid ones, I think that to keep their plus frames, they got to spin heat, right? So that's only a one-time thing in their round. And then you can still challenge it with Power Crush or Super. And then you got the other moves that just like track really well, but they can still like be sidestep or whatever. But I'm seeing all the gaps. Like if you go watch the video, I go through the replays and stuff, and I'm looking at what's possible. I'm like, I can't sit here and see these options to deal with this. It's not just one option, it's like 2 or 3 options to deal with different situations and say, oh, Tekken 8 is too blah blah blah. No, why wouldn't you want a game where you can be forced to interact, yes, but you can still repel the forced interaction and challenge it? So I don't know, man. Personally, I'm gonna say this: I didn't like Tekken 7 because it introduced the the rage arts and the rage drive and all the 2D characters throwing fireballs and dragon punches and stuff. I didn't like that. I didn't like the DLC, but I just love Tekken. I like 6, I like 5, I like 4, I like Tag 2, 3. Tekken 8, I'm not gonna bullshit. I like it. You know why? Because in this game, everybody has bullshit. It ain't just, oh, Akuma or Geese. Everybody can be Akuma and Geese with minus the fireballs. But that's pretty much what the fireball FADC shit they was doing. That's basically the heat cancel stuff. But you only get to do it one round. It's just, all right, if I'm Devil Jin 442, you got hit by it. All right, now heat is activated. 442, if I cancel into it, I'm plus. But it's gone. So, yeah, like you say you see people losing rounds with full heat meter. That's their fault. They need to be playing the whole game. There's more than just, now I do agree with the sentiment of like, characters losing their identities and stuff, or execution, all that stuff. But then again, did anybody stop to think maybe they did that because they want it to be easier to do online so people can actually play? Like, think about trying to do some of these stuff online, right? You might drop it. The connection is good now at this point, I think. Well, you said the MK1 roster is ass. I disagree. Despite what MK1, what people think of that game, that roster is godlike. From the cameos to the main like characters you pick, I will never shit on a roster that has T1000 in it. But the game itself, we don't want to play fucking with assists in Mortal Kombat. MK1 roster is godlike. You got first off, all the movie characters they put. Peacemaker. Well, he's not a movie character, but show character. Well, I guess he's a movie character, but all the characters they put in the game was tight. I don't like MK tag mode. I don't want assist in Mortal Kombat. Just make it a separate mode. I'd rather just play. Then y'all can do whatever you want. You can play and have your tag tournaments and stuff. I'll play singles. MK1 roster is one of the best rosters because they addressed everything. They got characters from the 3D era. They cover most of the characters from the arcade era. Because I say most because Cabal's not in there, but apparently T1000 ran to Cabal. I'm not going to complain about T1000 over Cabal. That's one of my favorite characters ever. So, but I didn't like how they redesigned Kung Lao. But it's at the same time, it's not really. It's not. I don't think their combat system is a bad combat system for what they designed. They purposely designed it to be like that. But I don't want to play a game with cameos and stuff or assists. I mean, yes, we are playing games with assists. Dragon Ball FighterZ 2XKO and all that stuff. But those are designated. Hey, we're going to. Mortal Kombat started off as a 1v1 fighting game. And it was like that for years, like 30 years. We do know, though, that Mortal Kombat is never the same. So they'll probably go back to it when they, make the new one. But we don't know what's going to happen because Warner Brothers is being sold or something right now. But back to Sparking Zero, I know, man. But I think the main issues with the game right now, outside of these new stages and maybe they can refine gameplay even more. I'm pretty sure they will, but I think the community itself, I think a lot of the community is really immature when it comes to, and not just, I'm not talking about immature as like age type, but it's like you got grown people just having the most crazy takes. Like, if you don't talk to developers or designers, stop acting like you talk to them, because people speaking for people they don't even know. And then like me, I actually know people who was testing and stuff for them. I'm not gonna expose who they are, but I know what the mindset is behind what they want for the game. It's just people here want to designate it when they say arena fighter is really derogatory in my opinion. I don't categorize. I didn't categorize any of these games as arena fighters. It was still a 3D fighting game. You just had more space to do 3D stuff. That's how I categorize it. And they've been addressing everything, and they told us we're getting season 2. Why would they not? What else they gonna do? They already put Beast Gohan in the game, Orange Piccolo, the Gamma, and whatever other one's name is. They put the Diamond characters in. They know people are complaining about we want more stages, so they're going to put more stages in the game. Why would they not? And they did. They put a new stage in. It's like, here's the demon stage. You don't even got to pay for this. But I don't know, man. The argument of, oh, you can just go on endlessly doing Vanish Wars. No, the point of the Vanish War is get you to be so fucking stupid that you spend all your ki. So then when you get knocked down, you can't do anything. So now when you get hit, you can't use a Z counter to get out. Now you gotta do a super counter. But then you get locked out of your super counter because you start mashing the super counter input, and then it's like, oh, I missed a super counter, and then you just start getting hit across the screen and stuff. And even if you do super counter them, that doesn't guarantee that you're not going to get super counter back, or you're not going to get vanish back. Then you got people who will change up if they're going to super counter you back or do a vanish back, and it throws off your timing, and you can still do the revenge counter as well. So like, I don't get what people be talking about. They just be, I don't know. It's annoying, man. Because I think the game is tight. I like the Vanish War mini game to get somebody to waste their ki, or the super counter. You just like, or how long are you going to go be able to do it? I wouldn't mind if they sped it up though, just slightly, just to change the timing, because you can't be ready for all the timings. That's not possible. I mean, you might be able to get a nice little streak where you guess right every time, or you do it right every time for a little bit, but then you're gonna get thrown off some way. What I like about Sparking Zero is you got to win neutral more than just once to get damage. You got to actually win it like the whole exchange. You can't just do, well, I hit you. Like they're locked out for like a little bit, but that's your window of opportunity to do something. But I love how the game is constantly changing up your timing until like basically the last pixel. But people don't like that. They just want to be able to get a hit and then turn the brain off. Like, oh, it's over. I just gotta do this combo. That's not how Dragon Ball itself is, though. You don't see any fights where people doing combos to each other. There might be a couple hits that last for a minute, but yeah, it's for the most part, it's a lot of blow for blow shit, and that's what I think that emphasizes. When I see, uh, my bad, I just saw this tweet where somebody was complaining about there's no window, but there's a 2 frame window timing for the super counter. It's like you can't complain about not being able to do it and then complain. I don't know. They're just, I don't know. I don't think depth is super long combos or just being able to put lock somebody down under pressure and do 50-50s and shit. I think that shit is hella corny. Like, look, I get it. Guilty Gear enthusiasts. I'm not shitting on your game, but every game ain't got to be Guilty Gear. Every game ain't got to be, well, what's this high low left right mix up, brother? Like in DOA, if I hit you, dude, I wish you guys could have seen the video. All right, so today, and I'm gonna help you all do this too, because we can all do it for free. So Dead or Alive Online, Sora, who runs Free Step Dodge, the Dead or Alive like website, it's basically a continuation of what DOA Central was. you can download DOA Online, which is the game that was in China. Is basically DOA 2 Ultimate. You can download that game and play online, and apparently the people who are playing on Fightcade like this better. And you don't have to hold free to move around like in DOA 2 Arcade. It's DOA 2 Ultimate with all the characters too, all the stages and everything. So the game still looks really good. Let me show y'all a clip. Hold up, because I made some clips from earlier when we played. But yeah, in this game, you gotta win more than one interaction to win, and it's great. I love it. Let's see if I can pull up because you know me, I had the clip only when I was winning stuff. That's I'm kind of wired to do that. But okay, hold up. Damn. Pause. Let's see. Can you guys see this? Display capture. All right. Look, I got to mute it right up.
Ganley jumped up a tier for you.
Yeah. So I dropped that because, you know, combos in this game, you got to actually practice. See, look. So every part right here. Okay, hold on. You can either, okay, in this game, you're either playing normal fighting game stuff where you're just getting a hit or a knockdown and a launch, or you run up and grab or something. But if you do get a hit and it doesn't put them into like a situation. So what I'll say, like, you know, in Sparking Zero, we were talking about the lockout, right? And in Killer Instinct, you have the lockout for a combo breaker. In this game, the lockout would be when you're launched in the air. Because if you're stunned on the ground, you can still retaliate, but it locks you out of attacks and throws. You only can do defensive hold and you can't block. So different parts of the game, you only can play different parts of it. So if you're not stunned, you can still attack, throw, block, still do defensive hold. In stun, you can only do defensive hold, and you can do a slow escape, which is a stagger that's kind of like Virtua Fighter. In Sparking Zero, when you get hit and you're stunned, you're locked out of attacking, blocking, but you can still Z counter. You can't perception, but you can still do revenge counter. It's all about like cutting off people pathways to win. That's what it is. That's what makes the game. But here's the thing. Everybody wants this shit to be simple. If anything, I could argue Sparking Zero takes more skill because you got to do more to put somebody away than just, oh, I land this combo, your character's dead, GG's, next character comes in, let me just run up to you and do a neutral skip move that goes across the screen with an assist behind it, so now you can't attack me and I'm just on top of you. Like, at the same time, I still enjoy the gameplay, but you can argue more interactions to win means it's more, it could be argue is more skillful, especially when it's not just a simple just whatever and it's over. But okay, look at this. So we're spacing and whatever. I'm gonna just show you what the stun looks like. So we're right here. I'm going for a poke, right? That mid punch that I did was like minus, but as a follow up to it. So if you press a button, I can stun you off of that, and then I have a lot of frame advantage, but you can still like hold my next attack, and you can also like counter poke if you know like I just free canceled. I'm not even going to retaliate. He retaliates with Janley his own forward punch, but his is on block is unsafe. So I jabbed him and got like a free hit, and if he would have pressed the button after free cancel, he would still got hit. So I basically do jab grab. You jab somebody to make them afraid to press an overextend on the block. So I get the grab, miss the grab because I suck right now. So I'm stunned now. I can get out of this, but it's a guess. If he does a high attack, I have to correctly guess high on the hold. If he does a mid or a mid kick, they're separate. So, and that you have lows too and the grab. So I have to guess properly in a 5-way mix up basically from the situation based on how he wants to extend the stun or what I think he wants to do, and also trying to react to something the last minute. But a lot of these moves are really fast, so he goes for a grab here, and I don't bite, I don't hold, I just wait, because a lot of times you want to just take the combo and say fuck it, let me get out of this, because if you get grabbed you might get reset or it might do even more damage from a high counter. For those that don't know and don't play DOA. So instead I try to do it again. This time he counter hits me. I'm talking about the poke grab, because jab is not plus on block in this game. So I'm really going by the threat of I might follow up to do advantage. That's how, I mean, like go for anything. That's how this game is. You can either go with true plus frames or use the threat of the string to create like pseudo plus frames. So he interrupts me here. I'm stunned again. I don't guess right. I guess wrong. I get restunned, and then he launches me. But I had 3 opportunities there to I mean outside. Okay, not counting counting in stun and outside of stun is 3. But when in stun, it was like 2 chances. He could have just did stun launch and it would just been 1 chance really. But you see, have more times to win neutral or get back into neutral. It's not just, well, the game's over. I got hit once. Also, yeah, this is the DOA online I was talking about. Look how good this shit looks. Like, this is basically the DOA. I'm sorry, Xbox, original Xbox. Hit it like I ain't never did. Like I've been doing it. I ain't played this game in like forever. It's been a minute. I love this game though. But y'all see what you see what I'm talking about? This game is, and this DOA is my competitive foundation for fighting games. So when I started playing other stuff, and I'm like, dude, every time you hit somebody, like the game can be over. Like, where are the defensive options? So like, all right, let me show you this. I hope I have a clip of this. Is it here? I just want to show the get up kick, like how DOA handles the wake up situation. All right, so okay, no. All right, at the wall, you're kind of screwed in this game. You can kind of get throw looped, but your option is like, okay, if I stand block, or if I tech roll, I have to hold a throw. Like if you do a forward throw that hits into the wall, I have to hold the throw. This not the same though, because it's not a throw wall throw. This is like an open throw, but I just got caught. I'm trying to see if I can get footage of me doing a get up kick or him doing a get up kick. Probably now. Oh, by the way, for those that do play DOA, and if you don't play DOA, this is cool. So usually after the Dragon Gunner, which is this leg sweep move, I know I'm giving you a lot of information at one time while talking about other stuff. So the Dragon Gunner or the mid punch hold. Actually, no, this is just the mid punch hold. My bad. The mid punch hold, usually you just follow up with this big wah move, or you dash up, do punch for a punch or whatever. They found out in DOA 2 and probably also DOA 3 that you can do the mid punch hold, then free step dodge to their back like really fast. It's kind of like a just frame, and then you get this guaranteed as a combo. Guaranteed, you get 50% if you get a mid punch hold on somebody. Because what happens is you get Jay Lee's punch 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 is a 3-1 on hit. What that means is like you got to take each punch. You can't hold out of it unless you're in stun already. So you get caught with your back to the wall. In this game, it doesn't put you in stun when you get hit in the back like that, at least from that situation. And he's able to guarantee his kick. He's not able to guarantee his kick after the 3-1 when he's standing in front, because you can just block because of the frames or whatever. But because there's frames that it takes for you to turn back around, it's guaranteed. Okay, so this get up kick, right? This situation is in all the DOAs and also in, Virtua Fighter, Tekken, 3D games. This is fully invincible. So the mind game here is you can either jump over it, or you can block it, or you can do a defensive hold to deal with it, or you space it out. But because it's invincible, the threat of it, you can use to get up and just start doing other stuff, just like you can with a Dragon Punch or whatever, and like Street Fighter or whatever. But this is to prevent the set play. You have options to deal with it. Of course, the offender can still like smother you, but it's not going to just be, well, I'm just going to walk you down and meet you easily and stuff. Nah, you got to time everything. So I love how DOA handles both offense and defense for fighting games. I love it. I just want to say it in terms of like, you're fighting in these fighting games. I want to fight. I don't want to watch a sequence or a cutscene. If I want to just beat up enemies and they can't fight me back, I will play games like a hack and slash. I can't say Ninja Gaiden because they be throwing hands. for real. They be throwing hands. They don't fuck around. What's up, Hoodless? DOA6 World Champion. I feel like I summoned you talking about DOA. Yeah, that was me and Sora playing. He showed me how to log on to it today. I like DOA 2 or DOA Ultimate Online. What's up? Is something wrong with that playing that game? Yo, what's up, Kuba? My bad. I'm just reading chat. I was ranting and stuff. But hey, if you guys want to play DOA online, join the Discord and I will post it there, the information and stuff. I'm gonna get shit, where did I even download this shit from? Damn. Wait, I think I downloaded it from Free Step Dodge. Yep, here it is. I'll post a link here too. All right, I'm posting in the chat too. Here you go. Here's a link. Baby, try to just go in. Yeah, man, I think all the hate to Sparking Zero is unwarranted. I understand people were hyped in the beginning about the game, so was I, but we can still revisit it and play it. That's why we have updates. People keep saying, oh man, we gotta get a Dragon Ball Fighters 2. We gotta get a Sparking Zero 2. Why the fuck would we tell them to make a brand new game when these games are already out and they can just update them? Dragon Ball Fighters is one of the best looking games I've ever seen in my life. Well, you'll need the latest and greatest graphics and shit. DOA still clears hella games 20 years after its release. I don't understand it. And I heard people are doing DOA 2 online tournaments, and I'm down to do some too. We can fucking do that shit. I will start posting strats so people can learn. Because the game's hella fun, dude. I love that shit. That's my shit. That's why I even started doing anything. Hey, Sora too, man. The game is so fun. No, Fightcade is ass. I'm sorry. I mean, Fightcade is good for other games, but I'm not trying to play DOA 2 arcade Fightcade. No, I got a whole freedom move. I don't have all the stages. Hitomi's not in the game. The game's not like polished and stuff. I'm good. I don't want to play DOA 2 Fightcade. Yo, what's up, Chrono? Yeah, man. Like, you gotta know your frame data and punishes and shit. Oh, let me see if I can find the. Do they have the DOA 2 frame data up here? Duh, of course they do. But the Jan Lee is fucking ridiculous now, man. Wait, is it here? Frame data. Uh-oh. I don't see the. Oh wait, DOA 2 frame. Oh, here it is. DOA 2 ultimate frame data. Wait, what? It's not here. No. I don't know what frame rate is that. Yeah, he does. He lives in Japan now though, but he doesn't play as. I mean, he still like keeps up on stuff in terms of like the scene and everything. He's around, but he don't be playing as much. But yeah, he did have really good defense. I think it's because he was like so nonchalant. He didn't really care, so he was able to like be careful about stuff. Chrono, how you been doing, man? I just saw him actually this past summer. He visited him and his girlfriend. Yeah, Sora has always been good in DOA. People be having sleeping on were sleeping on him, but he was always been good, knowledgeable and stuff. Yeah, in Japan Saturday. Hit him up, man. He's on Twitter too. He be on Twitter. Buddha, I can't say I do. Sora was playing bass. You must be thinking about Rakudo. He's the Bayman dude. He was the best player in DOA5 at one time, cooking with Bayman. To me, DOA2 Ultimate is like Super Smash Brothers Melee. Like the game is, it's the definitive DOA game. DOA3 is the best one, but I think DOA2 is the Melee. Wait, what pizza place? Do you mean? Wait, did I have a tournament at a pizza place, or are you talking about the pool hall spot? Oh, the Fight K DOA2. Yeah, yeah. You have to do the double direction hold, forward and back, forward, up, back, forward, down, back, back, forward. I still do those directions on accident, just out of habit, when I play Ultimate. I didn't have the. You know what? I'm gonna go by the pool hall, see if they still got pizza, and try it. What I had. So when I was holding tournaments at Miscues, I would eat their. They would have a burger that was like the rodeo burger from Burger King that came out around back then, and I would eat that. But it's still up there, man. But they need to clean a ceiling. I went on it. Me and my girlfriend went there on a date, our first date, and she was like, "Look, this is gonna fuck you up. Look up." And I looked up, dude. I don't know how people breathing in there. Like you ever seen Total Recall and the mutants and shit that was created on Mars because all the humans that were on Earth they moved to Mars, and then because of how the air was, they got all these fucking mutations and shit. I don't see how they ain't mutated with the fucking the dirt that's at the top of the ceiling that's in there. Well, on fighters, yeah, it's I'm the same way right now. So that's a also the advantage Sparking Zero has over fighters is that when you get back on the game, you ain't got to learn all these fucking combos and shit just to be able to play. You still are playing the game, but it's like all these micro adjustments makes up a big difference. But once you learn the combos and fighters, you can still just get on and play. But yeah, y'all, today I'm going to be ranking up in Fatal Fury to get that legendary wolf rank so I can get internet clout. But I'll say this, I think it's harder to get to beat somebody good in either game is hard regardless. But I think it's easier to hit somebody in Dragon Ball Fighters because the nature of Super Dash and calling the assist with Super Dash and just be able to. Well, I'm base Vegeta, teleport across the screen and call us like that. That's come on, man. It's much harder to to not get hit by that than it is to get hit at Sparking Zero. Yeah, you gotta jump in the air and fly around and stuff. Sparking Zero is like they give you a lot of options that you can use, but you can still get blown up too. Man, I love DOA2 online, man. DOA2 Ultimate is one of my favorite games ever. So I'm gonna be playing some today on the stream as well. How do you stop the super dash behind you? You gotta press block, like tap it, and then the character will reface. You gotta use block to like reface the character. What's up, Dougie? Yeah, DOA2 on Dreamcast was godlike. Later tonight, maybe I might be on tonight, maybe. But I'll be mainly doing daytime play sessions, and I'll be going to sleep at night. Lei Fang has always been good. She's always been good, in my opinion. What, did I go to sleep at night? Yeah, but you don't need to block those supers when you can Z counter them. I mean, you can't block Master Roshi doing the Mafuba. Hey, y'all want to check out Fame Douglas's video he posted? I like this video. I'm gonna play it. Hold on, let me Man, what the hell? Okay, not that one. Okay, here we go. What happened to modern fighting games? What happened to identity in modern fighting games? This is what.
All right. Yeah, so what was we talking about before? We were talking about identity in fighting games, right? Yeah. And this recent resurgence of everybody being excited about old school Tekken 3 with the upcoming re-release. Everybody is feigning excitement for old school Tekken 3.
Yeah, for
Day sessions, yeah.
PS1 port on PlayStation with no online and changes, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're feigning excitement for that, all because we're mad that Tekken 8 is released in its current form.
Man, look, I'm not trying to play Tekken 3. I mean, it's fun, but no rollback, no crossplay. I have no reason to get on the game. Well, I'm just gonna get on it and show y'all me doing electric wing office and wave dash compilations. That's it. I like Tekken 8. If I have time, I'll play it today. But just get on it because I don't want to. I just want to stay sharp and stuff. And to me, staying sharp is knowing your combos. I'm never going to forget how to play Tekken. I'm never going to forget how to play all these games. So it's just remembering stuff so then I can play when I want to. But yeah, Dark Resurrection as well. I heard that they're dropping too, but man, we need rollback, man. Dude, do what, I don't know, whoever be doing that shit, just have them come in and boom.
And it exposed a lot of fraudulent behavior, a lot of fraudulent, people in the game. Here I am, I'm talking about City of the Wolves, Fatal Fury, and the fact that it's meant to be a 2-lane game. Fatal Fury.
I agree. I feel like they didn't do it because they were probably afraid of what people would say. Or maybe they just didn't finish the development it all the way. Regardless, I can see them using that. Or they was probably holding it back to use it later as a remarketing tool. Because, you release a game, and there's buzz, or it's not a buzz, and they see how it's doing. Then they use that as a way to revisit to get people want to get back into it. Because, with Esports World Cup, they have something going to 2027. Okay, so they're going to be releasing. Oh, here's season 1, or here's season 2, here's season 3. So they might bring in season 2, or they might bring in season 3. We got to stop coming down so hard on these. I understand. Look, trust me, I get pissed about. Hey, I'm getting older. I want to play the games now. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not going to get DOA4 maybe until I'm 40, which is 3 years from now. Really, 2 years from now. I'll be 38 in February. But, there's still, a process to how they're doing stuff. Okay, I'm going to use this. This is the best example. Street Fighter 2. Street Fighter 2 came out. Then there's World Warrior. Then there's Champion Edition. I'm probably saying the wrong order, whatever. But there's Champion Edition. And there's Super. And then there was Super Turbo. I know there's hyper fighting in there as well, but they did all these versions, and they spread out the time span for the game. So I don't know. People gotta stop. I don't know. We gotta stop dooming and glooming on some stuff, and then try to think ahead.
Fury missed its chance to present itself with its own identity of being the anti-Street Fighter, the game that's a fighting game, but it's different from Street Fighter. We got to the point where everybody was spreading the notion that we want Street Fighter in everything. All we really want is Street Fighter. Hell, didn't one guy recently, or a few months back, whatever, say some shit like, what did he say? They should make a tournament with just nothing but all the Street Fighter games.
Oh yeah, that's what Brian Hart said. It's just a Street Fighter only tournament, and they got the idea from what SNK been doing because they've been just running tournaments with all their games.
Just all Street Fighter, and that's the thing. This is what y'all said y'all wanted. Y'all said y'all wanted Street Fighter in everything. The only difference is this Brian Hart fella was brave enough to say what all y'all was thinking out loud.
Peace out, Liz.
Let's get back to Tekken and identity. How many of y'all running around here talking about Tekken 8 ain't real Tekken? It needs to go.
I do. I talk about Tekken 8 and real Tekken because you know why? I'm the only person on planet Earth playing real Tekken. Everybody else is fake Tekken. And I stand on that. I'm playing real Tekken. I'm using Mishimas to play Tekken. Mishimas are real Tekken. I don't care if I'm doing rage arts. I don't care if I'm also doing power crushes and shit. When I play Tekken, it's real Tekken. Everybody else, I don't know what y'all doing.
Back to doing this because that's what real Tekken is all about. It doesn't have its identity. Oh, yeah, y'all know about identity when y'all can't do all the broke stuff that you used to do. But that's because y'all said y'all wanted Street Fighter in everything. Until you find out later that, damn, this sucks. Do we need to remind you how y'all felt about Mortal Kombat 11? When Mortal Kombat 11 went neutral-based footsies like Street Fighter, so that people would take it more seriously.
And Fame is spitting. Everybody be fucking glazing Street. Oh, I want every game to be Street Fighter. Every game has become Street Fighter. Akuma and Geese stepped up to Tekken with fireballs and FADCs. And as I was saying earlier, Tekken is fireball FADC or poke FADC now. And Fatal Fury driving packs. I mean, I'm sorry. Overheat, heat, whatever is going on. What is this? What is the name of their moves? Rev guard. Rev is drive. It just, instead of having driving pack the whole game, you set it on a certain health bar. They're both doing EX moves too, but Fatal Fury just does EX moves to do combos and stuff. And then, like, I mean, set play is from Street Fighter. In Street Fighter 4, you can knock people down and like go for constant cross up, whatever mix up, and they just gotta guess forever until they die. And then Dragon Ball Fighters is just Marvel vs. Capcom with Dragon Ball characters, and a little bit more fair because now you can't get unblockable on incoming or guard broken. You just gotta get mixed up. It's just a more fair Marvel with more interesting roster. I'm sorry, when I play Marvel vs. Capcom, the last character I want to pick is Ryu. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I want to play with the powerhouses, Magneto, Storm, Sentinel, shit like that. And then, you know what's hypocritical to me? Oh, free Marvel. Marvel, bring Marvel back. Marvel 2 comes back. What happens? Oh man, low tier tournaments. Let's do a low tier tournament. Oh, let's do a random select tournament. Wait, why aren't y'all encouraging people to play the full game? I don't want to play that shit. And you bring it back to Evo for 1 year, and then what? Now it's back to Evo community stuff, or the BYLC. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? You just bringing fan bases back for no reason, or communities back just to throw them back? Thanks for your entry. Peace.
Y'all said y'all wanted Mortal Kombat to play more like Street Fighter, and they gave you Mortal Kombat 11, which was more like Street Fighter. Y'all hated that shit. Now Tekken 8, y'all said y'all wanted more Street Fighter in everything. So Tekken.
I don't think they said that because they hated it.
But no. That's the thing.
It's true. That's why MK11 was like that. But then they decided, oh, you know what? We're going to make it to it's really hard to anti-air, and then you got to do flawless block reversal to. I was like, dude, what the fuck? If you're going to be Street Fighter all the way. I hated Kung Lao's design in MK11. That's probably the design Do I hate that one the most? Or is it the MK1 design? MK1 design is disrespectful because they made him super scrubby. You're just doing overhead low mix-ups all day, calling assists, throwing hat, runaway throw, air hat. Just what? And then MK11, they just slowed him down. He was slow. So booty.
They say that, but they say that they want Street Fighter in every game that they play. So that has been why all of these games have been getting Street Fighter washed and homogenized to meet the so-called standards of the Street Fighter only crowd. And then you lose the identity of whatever game that you apply this Street Fighter washing to.
Yes, you were spitting. I mean, it's true, man. We got people in the scene who basically champion this shit all day. They'd be like, no, we need to make the games easier. They always talk about casuals and shit, and it's just like, dude, everything ain't for every fucking body. It ain't gotta be for everybody. Like, we get it. Where you just... Here's the whole point of dumbing everything down so we can bring more people in. So they can bump up the entry fee and pay the venue fee and shit. Because what are you growing the scene for by dumbing things down for? If you want to grow the scene, well, if somebody likes steak, you give them steak. You don't change the steak to be like some fruit or something to appease somebody who's, I don't know, dumb. I don't understand this. Like fighting, like no one dumbs down martial arts. You learn martial arts. If you're not into it, you just don't get into it. We should be making games for people that like fighting games. You elevate the genre by making the... All right, if you want to elevate and sell the whole, oh man, these players are so good and blah 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 blah, make the feat feel better, make the feat harder, so then people have more put more value into it and put more like respect into it.
And then y'all mad at it. So now here's Tekken 8, which is very much a Street Fighter game.
Yep.
It's a Street Fighter like. It's a 2D fighting game. There's no evasion. It has a whole lot of meters.
I don't know about that. I can't agree with that. I can't agree with the no evasion, because I'd be sidestepping like a mug.
And system mechanics and a whole lot of sprints and splash and Michael Bay explosion effects. Gave y'all everything that y'all been saying that y'all wanted. The same reasons that y'all say y'all wouldn't play Virtual Fighter. Well, Tekken was like, oh, okay, well, we gonna take those reasons and we gonna give them more of what they say they want. But we gonna turn it up to 20. Now y'all mad about it. See, y'all running around here saying things like...
I will say this. Tekken 8 is in the state it's in because of how everybody complained in Tekken 7. Everybody who didn't play Tekken... Because every community in the scene has had a state of time where they were trying to get more players to either respect their game or play their game, so they can get more eyes on the game or whatever, right? Outside of Street Fighter and Smash, these are the two communities that don't give a fuck who plays their game because everybody plays it anyway. And Marvel's also like that. But the other games, they are, even Tekken, and that's why they do all this stuff to, I guess, change your games to appease to like the FGC crowd, because it's weird. Okay, there's the FGC, right? And then you got the casuals who are not in the FGC, but you got the ones who are kind of just looking at the FGC, and then you got the people in the FGC like who are popular content creators and influencers and stuff, and then you got the, like, I will say the mid to high range level players in the FGC that really only play Street Fighter, right? But then in between the influencers and that like player base is a lot of people who are always on the fence of different games and shit, and seem to just be easily coerced into doing different shit. Like they don't really think for themselves. They listen to some. That's who they get. They are the influenced. That's what we'll call them. And those are the ones that we're trying to get them to, hey, come play our game because we want more people on our game. So they have Street Fighter, all the Street Fighter stuff basically have them thrown into their game because they're like, well, if you want us to play it, then they're like, all right, we'll make the game more like this so they want to play it. Like we'll dumb the move list down. Like this they did with Heat and Tekken. They was like, okay, we'll put Heat on all these different moves, so then it kind of gives you a visual of, hey, you should probably use these moves to play with. So then everybody's just like kind of just doing shit like that. And they made it more dynamic to figure out what moves you should be using in Tekken. Because before it was like, you just had to have experience and know what the fuck was going on, or you were cooked in training mode previously. No frame data, the command moves, you would see what they did, but you didn't know what they did. They would just do stuff. Yo, what's up, Mike? Dude, this is Fame Douglas talking about what happened to identity in modern fighting games. Yeah, no interest in growing the scene, just farming each other and all that. I mean, people, that's the thing, like, the scene is going to grow no matter what. Whenever there's a new fighting game release, there's going to be another a whole new bunch of fighting game players that never play fighting games is going to pick it up, whatever, because people pick up games for the holiday, they pick up games for birthdays or all that stuff. So games come out around different times, but now we also are using events to show off new characters, new games and stuff. So it's like, it's an ecosystem, but everybody is influenced in a certain way, especially now with how social media is, it's so easy to get footage on the internet. Before you had to the VCR transfers and all that shit, or DVDs, and it was a pain in the ass. But all these games are losing their identity because because the developers are being influenced by their investors, who are being influenced by whoever they're watching, and then they're like, well, what are these people saying, or what are they doing? Oh, okay, well, hey, I want you to make the game like this because these people said that this is what will happen, and blah blah blah, if whatever, and they got a big ass following, so we want to. That's what's happening. Now, if the investors was actually like a real fighting game player and new shit, then it would be a little bit different.
Like, oh, the developers don't listen to us. The developers don't pay any attention to us. No, actually, the developers have been paying attention to you, and they have been listening. That's why they've been making their games all Street Fighter based. It's you who hasn't been paying attention. Now here we got Fatal Fury talking about, oh, Fatal Fury is back after 26 years. Oh, and you release it as a single lane game? That was Fatal Fury's chance.
Yeah, it should have came out as 2 lane, but I think they're going to use that as a second chance
to establish itself as its own game, its own identity. This is a 2-lane fighting game. Why do you think nobody's playing? Y'all complain about the low player count. Oh, well, it's not a standout game. Oh, it won some freaking game award recently, Fighting Game of the Year. But in Korea. But for what? Why did it win? Because it's certainly.
Yeah, the End of Duel is a good game too. That's what happens. They it's funny. It's like, man, I want some fried chicken, and then I'm like, man, can you make this burger more like fried chicken? Or can you make this pizza more like this fried chicken? Because I really like fried chicken. And then they try to make it like that, and it don't hit. So you just go back to fried chicken. That's what's going on.
Not a standout game by any stretch of the imagination. Now, I love Fatal Fury. Don't get it twisted. I love Fatal Fury. I love
Hell yeah.
SNK, right? Love Fatal Fury. Love SNK. Let's not get that twisted. My whole game is based on Fatal Fury. Terry Bogard taught me how to walk and talk. You know what I'm saying? I learned my swag from Terry Bogard. Every now and then you'll catch me running around hollering about wubba wubba. I'm in the pink today. I don't know what that means, but I just think it's fun to say. And I have been in quite a bit of pink in my time. But back to the discussion at hand. So, Fatal Fury had its chance to present itself as a 2-lane fighting game. Instead, you bring it out, you lock it into one game, and into the single-lane game, and then you hide the 2-lane aspect of it, even though it's a nerfed presentation of what it originally was beforehand. You hide the 2-lane aspect of it, lock it to one stage. In lobbies, you only let it be on one box instead of, letting us put it on all the boxes so that we can create a social environment around this new awesome thing that is different from everything else that we play, but it's fun as fuck.
Also, make 2-lane rank. You cowards.
You hear that? Make two lanes rank. You freaking cowards. Wake up and remember who you are. You should treat yourselves and handle yourselves like a motorcycle club. And you can't get in a motorcycle club or wear this motorcycle club jacket if you don't know how to ride a motorcycle. Be like Itagaki. You say, oh, it's too hard. Oh, yeah? All right, double down. Make that shit harder. That means if you want to stay, you really got to learn how to play. All right? Now, again, even with Real Bout Special, Real Bout 2, Real Bout Fatal Fury 2, which is just re-released, right? When y'all put the trailer out for Real Bout 2, and then you were talking about all this classic stuff and all that, and all the over-sensationalization, of the special effects and, you know, it's standalone, you know, the glaze, right? All the glaze. You had a chance to highlight what Fatal Fury was about. Two-lane battle. I call it a two-line battle.
Those are the two things that Fatal Fury needs. Two-lane needs to be in more stages. Maybe not all of them, or all of them. It wouldn't bother me. And they need a virtual arcade. The rooms, how they operate, they're cool, but it's too outdated for. Tekken has lobbies. DOA did the Avatar virtual arcade lobbies 20 years ago. And people are just not. Dude, we can get on DOA online right now, and it's a fucking. Man, I'm gonna show you. Look at this shit, man. Yeah, Blast Blue, DNF Duel. Dude, look at this shit. Hey, was it showing up? Look at this. This is DOA. This DOA came out in 2008. Or was it like 2011? I can't remember. But it was a while ago. Oh shit, it crashed. No, it didn't. Never mind. Dude, look. Virtual lobby. And again, if you want this, you can download it in the Discord. And I posted the link earlier. But this is DOA. It's online. You can come in here. Oh, let me get some DOA in. Or excuse me, I forgot how to do everything. Damn it. Oh. Wait. Bam. DOA. But as you see, they have a lobby system and everything. This game still looks good, don't it? Like, dude. That's my shit. But yeah, man. They need just a better virtual lobby, so then it's easier to like talk to people and all that.
Instead of highlighting two-line battle and showing off gameplay of two-line battle, what did you do? You went back to crawling in Street Fighter Shadow and you put yourself in one-line battle, and then you showed people that, oh, see, it's just like Street Fighter, just with different graphics. And you wonder why nobody is playing City of the Wolves. City of the Wolves, people are playing it. Yeah, you can hop on there and find a ranked match. Yeah, that's cool. You know, but the numbers are low because, real talk, in its current form, being locked in a single lane format.
Well, I don't think it's the single lane format is the reason that, because the game is still godlike with how it is right now. They're probably trying to appeal more to their KOF players. I don't know what the reason was, but I think just the game needs a virtual lobby, and also people doom and gloom on the game so much, just like they do Sparking Zero, just like they do Mortal Kombat, or just like they do well, no, and people are still playing K. Let me stop. But still, the game doesn't get good PR. Like when the tournament happens, people love it and stuff, but like, I guess people who aren't as popular in the scene they aren't able to influence people enough to play the game like the Street Fighter people are. I don't know, whatever it is. I'm just throwing shit at the wall, but yeah.
And being the only thing that you guys are promoting and allowing to be in a
Did you miss anything important?
Because this is what you're promoting just to get all the Street Fighter guys interested. Look, they're not even playing the game right now, are they?
Like
No.
all those people who was at the Evo demonstration, fucking Mena, CotW4, Sonic Fox, they ain't playing the fucking game.
Where they at though? Where they at though? Anyway, that's my rant. We need to have identity.
I mean, some of them played the game for a little bit after release, but like it wasn't it was too long. I mean, it went on to other games and stuff, but that's cool though. I mean, but probably the game might be too hard for them. I don't know. It's not too hard for me though. I think we about to try to rank up in Fatal Fury now. See, now I'll play some DOA after. Hopefully you guys download the game. We can get on that shit. It's so fun. The best part about DOA is the stages you get to fight on. Like this, every stage is different. It's interactive. It's time for some Fatal Fury. Give food. Yes, sir. I love that character. And when they killed him off, I was like, I can't play this game. Yo, did the stream drop connection? Yeah, other people don't be playing though for some reason. The iPhone plays everything. I wouldn't say it's about shilling Capcom, because I mean the games are fun. You said you gotta get to work, but thank you so much for keeping your video. What video? Which one? Oh, hold on. Before I start, I want to watch this with y'all. I just remembered it. It's Sparking Zero. You said the auto correction failure? Oh, people. Oh, my bad. This is a breakdown. Hold on. Okay. My bad. Taking long. Okay. Damn. All right, this is a breakdown of a match by Inspire Exile. He really good Sparking Zero player, and he's definitely keeping the game alive and stuff. But I haven't watched this myself, but I know how good they are. So, oh, you're Fame Douglas? Why? Okay, my bad. I know because your name said Fame Douglas, which you was here earlier. So I'm confused.
Kakarot, I will defeat you this day.
Oh, I won't be losing this.
Yeah, but you got 2 accounts. Look, look. If I get tripped or someone wants to end on a charge heavy, a sidestep always dodges if you aren't hit stunned. And none of these moves are guaranteed, by the way. None of them. You can escape all of this. But if you're mashing stuff and you get locked out, then you miss out on getting out, so you can take damage. When you say vanishing here is pointless, what? I missed the super counter. Vanishing here is pointless unless he sails. I can't get that to move out the way. I guess, yeah, unless he sails. I guess, or gives it up. But yeah, it is pointless because he loses the Vanish War. So he has to like follow up and try to hit him. It's better for him to try to win neutral again because you're still in neutral. You got hit. You just can't. You're locked out of moving around and stuff, just like DOA. So now he's back. He missed super counter again because the super counter is like doing a wake up attack, except for you got to just frame the wake up attack with the right timing of getting hit. Yeah, exactly. What's up, Inspire? I'm glad you're still here. And right here, you see slightly delayed the lightning attack. If he would have did it in the same timing, he would have missed it. So like everything in this game can be changed like timing wise. Even your strings you do and then or you tap it like tap, hold to tap, then tap again. What's up, Solid? You seen this breakdown of a breakdown. Breakdown. Break it down me now. And what if wait, we said what? What if I come in aggro as hell instead of slow? Yeah, oops, damn, I tried to pause it. All right, here we go. Yeah, you come in with the charge attack, which goes through Key Blast, so he couldn't Key Blast you if he wanted to, and has armor, and then you get started. Dude, this is the one thing I will complain about. I hate that this move you have to block it standing, but you got to hold up to block it. It's not like other fighting games where you can block standing and overheads at the same time with one block. I'm tired of people mentioning that this move right here They'd be like, man, the revenge counter still sucks. Dude, you see this recovery now? You recover so much faster off revenge counter. It's not like a guaranteed hit anymore. It just goes back to neutral, which is what it's supposed to do. And almost every break in the action, people instinctively sidestep. I'm waiting on it here. See, look at the rings. Frame 1 super counter, we all hate those. Yep. You think you about to start punishing him? He's like, no. Psych. It's like in DOA where you hit somebody and they counter you on the first hit. So if he would have did like a delay right here, he would have bypassed the super counter timing. People complain about the Vantage Wars. I like them. I like this. See, this is the mindset. If you have the key more than them, you want to get them to waste it. And then it comes down to like, you know, winning neutral again in the big screen because you got to power up to get key and all that. Or you see if they're going to try to come in overzealous. Or you keep doing it to get them to see if they're frustrated. So he wants a revenge counter. And you just perception it and then, you know, cook. So Inspired decided to have no key. I get you was probably mad right here. Like, damn it, I'm gonna hit you. Because here's the thing, like the mindset of still going with the Vanish War, even though you lose out on key, you're hoping that they mess up the speed because it gets faster with each one. So you're essentially spending key to make the Vanish faster, trying to throw them off. Because you can win versus people by doing that and still not have the key. It's like it makes the game a lot better to me. Because it's not just, well, he's got the key. Here's the same speed Vanish. You said you find it hilarious that some Sparking players are sick and tired of 3-step and string and one combo. How about super counter, bro? You got three chances to do it. What during the 3-step? Charge heavy, free side step. Yeah, people. That's another thing. Like when people try to do charge moves to throw off your super counter timing, and you're still able to move, that's when you can like evade, and that's a big part of the game too. Quick step in to attempt to throw off super counter time. Yeah, that's all I was saying. You got to try to throw off super counter timing. And I don't know. People just don't want to acknowledge that. Gas Pursuit is safe here. Building slowdowns and speed ups. He hit you with an unblockable while you was committing to block. I like how just multiple ways to open somebody up. Unblockables, lows, overheads, grabs. Get off me. You got to use the skill points here. The game has gotten close and I have 3 points left. If he is feeling the pressure, he will most likely revenge counter to break my combo. And then he'll get cooked. GG's. He can't do it again. Now you got to deal with some weird ass timing in the super.
Let's go.
Wait, what did he do? Okay. Huge super counter roll, you're in trouble. Yeah. If you would have super counter back, you could have saved your meter. No follow-up. He has 2 skill points, which means he has its transmission Kaioken or a revenge counter. If I get a combo start, I expect a revenge counter as a panic response. Yeah, you about to chip him down a little bit. Go reflex. I'll look for a light smash. Yep. Godlike. Uh-oh. Are you going to end this, though? Okay. See? That's what I'm talking about. This shit right here. This shit right here. When you do that, you probably expect you're going to run into another attack or something, right? You have so much you could do. So he does do the, you know, the Gamma Blast or whatever, right? But it throws off the timing so much because you're like, well, shit, what is he going to do? You got to be ready to react. This is the only part that is annoying online because the connections change. Offline, you'll have more control over your defense options because you can just wait and press block. But I mean, it's still like a mix-up. It's like if somebody's going for a throw on the immediate frame or on a late frame, or they're going for a meaty or something. That's basically what this is. But people will say, oh, it's not a fighting game. How is it not? The options are there. Or it's not a competitive game. Like, There are fucking rock, paper, scissors tournaments and shit.
She was number one, but no longer.
But great video, man. That breakdown. People gotta stop being all whack about these different games.
Ranked match.
Yeah, super counters is super important. Hey, no problem. I can't sit here and lie about the game.
SPG. SPG. Here comes a new challenger.
Might play it today after I grind up in this.
Andy versus
Marco. Let's see if I can beat this Marco. I'll be having kind of mixed results, but that's really what the character is. Mixed results.
round one. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
No. No, why'd I do that? It's over.
Marco, wait. Round two. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
Alright. I need to do less stuff that gives it away. Oh dang, I only lose 1 point because I'm not in that rank yet. Damn. Rematch. It's me when I win, huh?
Ready. Fight. SPG.
Yeah, you better. Okay. I tried to jab.
Marco wins. Round two. Get
How do you do exactly what? $6,000 ping? What the fuck? Why am I wasting my time with sparking? Sparking's good. It's like DOA is good, but people don't know what the hell they're looking at. Dude, what are these connections, man? Come on, opponents. Finally. Yes, give me the same person. It's time to redeem myself. I gotta remember.
Round 1. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
Man. Ugh.
Round 2. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
Set ups.
Round 1. Get ready. Fight.
Only a real master.
Round 2. Get ready. Fight. Final round. Get ready. Fight.
No, I gave it up. Damn it. Oh, I should have super. Hey, thank you, man. Hope you have a good nap. Nap time.
Round 1. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
Hey, no problem, man. I will continue to do that.
2. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
Man, you thought he was about to catch me doing something? Oh shit, he did. Damn, man, I did the wrong command there. Yeah, give me a leader.
Win. Final round. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
Ah!
Win.
It feels so good to win in this game when you fake somebody out into doing stuff.
SPG.
Thank you, thank you. He beat me earlier, so I just got the run back. That's usually how a lot of my matches been going, man. Like if I lose to somebody, I still can beat them. Oh shoot! I don't know if this bar is good. I wonder who they use. Ronaldo. Yeah, he's tough too. Ronaldo players are good. What's up, Ghost of Shadow?
Get ready. Fight. SPG.
All I do is wait.
Round 1. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
Oh shit. All I need is 90 more points.
SPG.
What's up, Skitsky? I feel like the thing is y'all gotta not care about what other people are saying and do your own shit. Host your tournaments and just build the community with people that want to play the game. And don't try to appease to anybody that dooms on the game or anything. Oh, the run back with the Marco. The players have to organize and do stuff. That's it. Only so much like Bandai can do. Yeah, I'm down to play. I saw it. I forgot.
Round 1. Get ready. Fight. SPT.
Should have DP, but then I said, no, I'm gonna wake up jab.
Round 2. Get ready. Fight. SPT. Final round. Get ready. Fight. SPT. Perfect day. Andy wins.
がむしゃらに強さを追い求めるその姿
Dang, 52 RP now. Getting close. And you know what's great about the LCQ and SK World Championships? It's first to 3 the whole way through. Sometimes versus people, I'll go down 2 games, but then I'll 3-0 them. So, just more time to play clean. Oh yeah, I got fiber optic internet now too, so our games in Sparking probably gonna be tight. $2,000 ping, get out of here. $300 ping, get out of here. Yeah, exactly. I have a whole new ISP too, which is AT&T. Fuck it, I'll play.
Comes a new challenger.
Here comes a new challenger.
Andy versus Kai.
Hey, being sick, this shit is whack. Damn, are we not connected? Okay.
Round one. Get ready. Fight. SPG. Schwitz free. Schwitz free. Round two. Get ready. Fight. SPG. Schwitz free. Schwitz free. シュワルツロンド見えているシュワルツロンド我が理想の生きるかシュワルツロンド昇竜
Yeah, I hate these setups.
Final round. Get ready. Fight. SPG. Schwitz free. 生きれるか楽しませてシュワルツの残影剣逃がした逃がしたシュワルツフリー飛翔剣シュワルツフリーシュワルツフリー生きれるかせよ見切るか我が理想のシュワルツフリー見えているおや逃がしたせっツルハダ
Dang, you taunting? Alright, dude.
存外熱のこもった技を使う。
Ready up.
さすがは伝説をそばで見てきた男か。
Round one. Get ready. Fight. SPG. どうだ。
Nope.
気持ちはわかるつ
You're
もり
lock in. You want the taunt.
だからこそ君の野望を成就させるわけにはいかない。
Round 1. Get ready. Fight. シュワルツパンター。しかし、それはシュワルツのスロー流弾。シュワルツフェイス。そうか、そうだ。シュワルツフェイス。逃がすか。そうか。三英剣。なかなか逃がすか。逃がすか。なかなか逃がすか。逃がすか。我が理想の前に消えろ。で、そうだ。三英剣。バカな。Andy wins. Round 2. Get ready. Fight. SPT. 三英剣。シュワルツのスロー流弾。おりゃ、そう。せーの。シュワルツフェイク。見切れるか。シュワルツのスロー流弾。そう、そうだ。Overheat。飛翔剣、飛翔剣、飛翔剣、飛翔剣、飛翔剣。だ、飛翔剣、飛翔剣。おりゃ。我が理想の前に消えろ。はっ、せや、おりゃ。で、
He got lucky.
Final round. Get ready. Fight. SPT. Schwarz Rondo. Schwarz Rondo. Zangen.
Lucky. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Let me mute my phone because everybody is about to irritate me and text me while I'm trying to focus. It's annoying.
SPG. Here comes a new challenger. Andy versus Marco. Round 1. Get ready. Fight. SPG. 男の夢わしも一度は咲かせてみたい
Round 1. Get ready. Fight. SPG. Round 2. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
I'm so irritated.
Final round. Get ready. Fight. Round 1. Get ready. Fight. SPG. Perfect day. Andy wins. Round 2. Get ready. Fight. SPG. KO. Andy wins.
Got knocked down. We got back up again.
SPG.
We are like How many points away? Well, I mean, what? I am a couple points away from Legendary Wolf.
Here comes a new challenger. Billy versus Andy.
Billy.
Round one. Get ready. Fight.
Thank you. That was nice.
ここからそれよおいなここだせいおりゃやる昇竜弾昇竜ご自慢のコップはどうしたよあの女に抱きついて慰めてもらいな
Round one. Get ready. Fight. SP.
I have a setup to beat that, but I missed it.
Final round. Get ready. Fight.
こ
What? You're on the other side.
ご自慢のコップ
SPG.
Too bad I didn't get a third game to adapt. I want my run back. That ping was high though. It was kind of.
Here comes the new SPG. Andy versus
Marco again. Not complaining though. They're all good players.
Round 1. Get ready. Fight. SPG. Perfect game. Andy wins. Round 2. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
Let's see that whip punish. Yeah, that way.
Wins. Final round. Get ready. Fight. SPG. Marco wins.
I want to actually lose points or more points losing him.
Round 1. Get ready. Fight. SPG. Round 2. Get ready. Fight. SPT. Marco, wait. Final round. Get ready. Fight. SPT.
Man, Marco's so corny.
Marco, wait.
All it takes is one knockdown.
SPT.
They gotta stop giving me them Bobby Boucher ass connections.
Here comes a new challenger. Kai versus
Oh, them again. I gotta get my run backs.
round 1. Get ready. Fight. SPT.
Okay. Okay. Talking and shit.
Get ready. Fight. SPT.
性に見えて存外熱のこもった技を使う。さすがは伝説をそばで見てきた男か。
Round 1. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
召喚召喚召喚
シュワルツフレイシュワル燃え尽きるがシュワルツフレイ薄いな。
召喚おりゃグラダンしかしだおりゃ
見えている。
逃がすか
薄いな。
逃がすか召喚だ抜けろ
そんなもの
Man, his connection is ass, dude. He be having the nerve to taunt.
シュワルツランザ
Win. Round 2. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
シュワルツ召喚召喚
どうか
SPG.
召喚召喚はっ逃がすか
フレイ
せよだ
Yo, peace out, Katari.
しかしそんなところで
Win.
君の気持ちはわかるつもりだ。だからこそ君の野望を成就させるわけにはいかない。
Round 1. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
召喚召喚グラダン
どうかな。
グラダンしかしそれや逃がすか逃がすか召喚逃がすか召喚
シュワル燃え尽きるがいい。
召喚逃がすか召喚召喚
Win. Round 2. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
シュワルツロンドどうかな。
That's right. Yeah, where your taunt at now? Gabby Saki?
君の気持ちはわかる。
Where your taunt at now?
だからこそ
Where your taunt at now, Gabby Saki?
SPG.
Oh my god.
SPG.
Glad they let you know it's Wi-Fi, so you can say hell no. Hey y'all, has the stream quality been good? Like, has it been has it been cutting off or anything? And I've been not noticing. All right, awesome. Thank you.
Here comes a new challenger. Andy versus
Oh shit, it's him again. As soon as I get off Legendary Wolf, I mean, as soon as I get Legendary Wolf,
round one.
you know,
Get
changing
ready.
games.
Fight. RPG. Round two. Get ready. Fight.
You sound hella calm.
Round one. Get ready. Fight. RPG.
Uh-oh. Okay. I'm DPing, I don't care.
Wait. Round two. Get ready. Fight. RPG.
Damn, I was like, I hope it don't hit me. Hope I recover. I didn't.
Round one. Get ready. Fight. RPG.
Damn, that move is annoying as hell.
Wins. Final round. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
You know, I about to just do EX move after EX move into rev blow after rev blow.
これでフィニッシュだ。どうだい。やれ。ゴーゴー。オーバーヘッド。
I tried a DP, but I got the wrong move.
おっと。もう
They would have lost anyway. I should have did the the kick super. They would have won. Yeah, Ronaldo's bullshit. It's like if Andy's stand heavy punch right here was plus on block. And he got him in and jumped over lows. It wasn't 1 first or 3 though. Fuck it. I'm tired of waiting, so I'm just gonna start accepting 100 ping. I usually lose in 100 ping. I did beat him the last time though.
Round 1. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
しかし逃がしたシュワルツロッド受けろ証券流弾まだまだ逃がした証券シュワルツ燃え尽きるシュワルツフレイ残影剣その程度かおや上流弾受けろ証券逃がしたシュワルツフレイシュワルツの証券
Round 2. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
逃がしたシュワルツフレイ証券逃がしたシュワルツが見えているシュワルツフレイせやでシュワルツフレイシュワルツパンシュワルツロンドおやクルハダンでシュワルツフレイシュワルツ燃え尽きるシュワルツフレイどうだせやシュワルツライターおやこうでこう両流弾残影剣そら我が理想の前に消えろ我が理想の前に消えろこうシュワルツフレイ逃がした残影剣クルハダンいけるかシュワルツロンドせよ行くぞこういけるかシュワルツランやれ
Wait. Final round. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
どうだ生きれるかこうシュワルツフレイだで逃がしたシ シュワルツロンドしかし薄いなおりゃここだ逃がした召喚セーフでグハダンセアソーリーダン決まりだけ手受けてみろどうかな召喚逃がすか我が理想の前に消えろシュワルソーだ手を流弾こんなところで君の気持ちはわかるつもりだだからこそ君の野望を成就させるわけにはいかない
Round 1. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
どうだシュワルツランタグハダン逃がした召喚召喚召喚召喚召喚召喚召喚残影剣セイヤグハダンソーリューダン決まりだけ残影セイヤ
Okay. Andy wins. Round 2. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
シュワルツロンド昇竜だシュワルツロン昇竜だシュワルツフェイ
Wins. Final round. Get ready. Fight. SPG. Hunt.
シュワルツロンドシュワルツパンタセーフ残影剣逃がすかシッメッ残影剣おりゃグハダン残影小破剣どうかな逃がすかシュワルツフェイ召喚おりゃグハダン小残影小破剣逃がすか召喚逃がすところで
Wins.
この一戦を糧に俺はさ
We
らに
close.
強くなる
We're almost there. One more match, maybe.
SPG.
逃がすか残影剣
SPG.
おりゃグハダンこのおりゃ逃がすかせいグハダン
Here comes a new challenger.
ここから
Ken versus Andy.
Dang, he's real up there. He's like in Garo or something. And man, Ken,
Round.
you got Violent Ken too.
Get ready. Fight. SPG.
ここだ残影剣波動拳行くぞ
He kind of laggy, ain't he?
逃がすか召喚波動拳昇竜弾召喚グハダン逃がすか召喚オラオラ波動拳せいはっせい逃がすかはっせいはっせいせい
Oh shit. Trying to see who's gonna press. 200 ping though.
Final round. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
残影剣まだまだすりゃ逃がすかいや波動拳昇竜だ
Oh, I thought he was gonna do it again. Dude, what? That 200 ping, dude, I swear. This nigga's taunting too, dude. Your connection's 200 ping. I'm about to fuck that. Ready up again. You're in Europe. Why am I playing against you? Man. Ain't nobody about to block that overhead online. As soon as I blocked the fireball, I rose up. It was like, oh. At least I only lose 1 point for that. Wi-Fi, hell no. That's more like it. 48 ping, yes sir. Him again? Oh, rake up chance for me. What about Diaphone?
Round 1. Get ready. Fight. SPG. Wait. Round 2. Get ready. Fight. SPG. Wait. Final round. Get ready. Fight. SPG. Wait.
がむしゃらに強さを追い求めるその
Damn!
思い出すな
Round 1. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
がむしゃらに強さを追い求め
Yes,
るそ
sir.
の姿。俺と兄さんの子供の頃を思い出
Dang, I got more points than him. Wow, I went up to 41. He's at 86. Am I? Wait, what? Where am I? What? Hold on.
Leaderboard.
Damn. So I'm in the top 100. Damn. Damn. Not me in the top 100. Screenshot time. This dude I just beat. Oh, you fighting Genty too. Terry. I had just fought him too. He was laggy though. I be running him too. Is Jay-Z still playing? I be running him too. Tomorrow I be running him too. Good session today. Where's that screenshot at? Yes, sir. Am I Garo with Terry? No, I haven't been playing with him. So, who wants to play DOA or Sparking Zero. Skitsky, you still asleep, awake, or whatever. Sleep in a few minutes. No problem. I'll probably get on Sparking then or something. You sell it a month ago. All right, let's see. What do I got on my agenda? I do got some combos to practice. I'm quite satisfied with the Fatal Fury session today. Ranking up to Legendary Wolf. Oh, I remember him, Seismic. Yeah, he beat me as CEO. It's 11 p.m. France. Well, good night, man. Have a good sleep. I got Alex Smith up here too. The best B-Gen. Let's see. No other B-Gen is higher ranked. Oh, damn it. Me and Michael fought, and we went back and forth. I beat him the last time we played, though.
Training. 始めようか。我が理想を見せよう。
Testing something. There's a timing where you can like press rev guard late and still get like the push block.
SPG. SPG. SPG.
So that's pretty helpful, y'all. The rev guard. I'll admit I haven't been rev guarding consistently versus him. I need to be conscious. But this game is so good, dude. Like, before I even announced all that, like, prize payout, I was already like, yeah, I'm hella playing this game when it comes out. And then they announced it. I was like, oh, well, okay. Sure. Sure. Incentive is always cool. Man, you know what? It's kind of weird. The hate that Sparking Zero be getting. They should just be trying to uplift. Okay, I'm gonna take a break and get off for a little bit though. I'll be back on after my break, so like an hour or two. And probably hop on Sparking or Fighters or something. But I do got to make my rounds in different games just to do their combos. Just so I don't